Today, my sole objective is I want to give the best. Now, the best is it's all about personality development, it's all about education, and this video is going to help maximum individuals who are students, who are professionals, who are sports person, who are any field in this, they are going to get benefit out of that. Now, the first and foremost thing I want to tell you, look, anything in life have 4 points, then you're going to be successful. Now, the first and foremost point is, whatever you do in life, first be passionate for that. When you're choosing your goal, you should be a passionate person. You have to have passion for that. Whatever you're doing, it should be 100%. That is the prerequisite. Followed by, anything in this life has to be a purpose. Look, if you have got a great passion, but behind that, if there is no purpose, do you think you're doing justice? No. For that, you've got to have purpose for that. This is very important thing. Over and above, you have seen that so many professionals, they do so good work, but one point in time, they give up because what they do, they are good in their passion, their purpose is quite clear, but they are not monetizing, they're not making profit out of their profession. So that is quite important. You've got to have this thing in your mind. So always keep this thing. Your passion should be so purposeful and your purpose should be so meaningful that it should fetch you some profits. Got it? Hope you're understanding. Apart from that, it could be anyone on this planet, who believe in Almighty. They've got to have a very spiritual earning. Their earning should be very honest. They should do what they earn. So your passion, purpose, profit should be followed by, we call it as like Parvardigar ki razamandi. You have to have that. That's where I told you about spirituality. That means anything you do in this world, any professional thing, all your passion, you should love what you're doing. You should have a purpose, that means meaning. This is quite important. Followed by profit. And anything you do, it should be 100% honest. This is quite important. So this first 4 points, it's for everyone. It's not that I'm just specifically telling or targeting to one specific person. No, it's for everyone, whoever. It could be a student, it could be a professional, it could be a sports person, a businessman, whatever. You have to have this thing in your mind. Now, apart from that, anything in this world, don't mistake me, I'm talking very brutal truth. Anything if you want to do in this world, money is involved. Usually what happens is, I'm not trying to say anything wrong, but I'm talking truth. When you invest something, you're going to get return of that. This is quite important. Followed by, your efforts are important. So many individuals, what they do, I'm talking truth, what they do, they say that I've got lots of money, I will be successful. Honestly speaking, your success determines your efforts. Your hard work matters the most. So hard work never goes unrewarded. Have to keep this thing in your mind. Hope you're understanding. Alright, so money, efforts, followed by time is crucial. Because if you're saying that I've got lots of money, I'm a billionaire, I'm the trillionaire, I can do anything on this planet, you're mistaken. Why I'm saying this? Because money has to be followed by your time. You could be a great person, but if you're not concentrating on your business or on your sports or on anything, whatever you're doing, what's the point? So time is quite important. Money, time is quite important, followed by efforts, because life is all about efforts. If you're just sitting here and saying that I want to go fly to America without doing efforts, do you think that flight will take you? Not possible. You've got to take a flight. You've got to, get into that. So efforts are important. Might be you're a billionaire. You may say that I'll pay huge money. So what? You've got to go. You've got to go to airport. You've got to sit in the flight. to go to America or cruise or anything. Or it could be you have a private jet or whatever. But what I'm trying to tell you is these 3 points are quite important. Hope you're understanding. All right. So this is for businessmen. This is for professionals. This is for, in fact, individuals who think that if I'm not investing money, I'll get something. Mark my words, you will get. There are certain philanthropies organizations, there are certain great people on this planet that will help you out. But ultimately, for example, if you're going for some education, maybe you've got a class where you have to reach to the place. To reach to the place, you've got to at least go by bike or go by car or go by any transport. You've got to put fuel in that. So money is involved. Understand that. So these things are quite important. Keep this thing in your mind. All right. Hope you're understanding. Apart from that, I just want to tell you one thing. Look, life is beautiful if you are. What we do, I want to become the best, you will say. But here, you're not concentrating on specific goals. Always you concentrate on general goals. Every time what you do, you say that I want to become a doctor. I'm giving an example. Now, if you're thinking that you want to become a doctor, but if your goals are not specific, how can I believe? If you tell me that I want to become a cardiologist, I want to become a gynecologist, I want to become a pulmonologist, then I can believe, because you are 100% specific that you want to become so-and-so doctor. So have that thing in your mind. Always life is all about specific. Don't be general. Don't just say that I will do that, I will do this. No. Usually it so happens, a lot of youngsters nowadays, what they do, they see cricket player, they say I want to become a cricket player. They see a football player, they say I want to become a football player. They see a businessman, they say I want to become a businessman. Even if someone sees that, oh, Faheem is speaking good, I want to become a speaker. I'm just giving, So it is like that. You don't have to. You don't have to compare, because your life is unique. Your life is your book. You don't have to copy someone's book. Understand that. That is quite important, because nowadays what we are doing, if someone earns some good money, we'll follow his dreams or her dreams. Don't do that. You introspect yourself. What you're good at matters the most. So this is for specific and general. People or students or whoever, never ever go for general things. Be specific. I want to become a cardiologist. I want to write UPSC exam. I want to become an IAS. I want to become an IPS. And I want to become a judge. I want to become a pilot. I want to become an aeronautical engineer. Or whatever you want. Be specific. It could be anything. Might be you love to become a chartered accountant. It's great. You want to become a company secretary, or you want to become a sportsman, or you want to become a businessman. Anything on this planet, it's quite good. Only thing what you've got to do, be specific. Never ever compare anyone. Never ever try to say that my cousin become a chartered accountant, he's earning billions, so I will go become a chartered accountant. No, might be he's good in commerce, but you're good in English. Maybe you're good in maths, maybe you're good in physics. So analyze yourself, introspect yourself. Hope you're understanding. The objective of this video is, I want to give the best. I want you to learn. I want you to use this video in a very proper, very monumental fashion. Not just for the sake of listening. This video, I'm trying to concentrate for everyone. It's for schools, it's for, colleges, it's for universities, it's for students, it's for, businessmen, it's for sportsmen, it's for housewives, it's for parents, it's for teachers, it's for principals, it's for everyone. Because sole objective of this video is, I want to give my best, and the best should give a lot of profit, lot of benefit. Because strongly what I believe in life is, you should be a giver. When you are a giver, people loves you, people respects you. So for that, what you've got to do, you've got to be a philanthropist person. You've got to always think that you have to do some charity. Charity doesn't mean that you earn 100 rupees and give 100 rupees. I'm not saying that. You earn, and part of that money has to go to someone. Imagine we have come on this world not for the sake of just coming and living a life. We are here to have a great life. Have all these things in your mind. Life is beautiful if you are. Never ever compare. Never ever say that you are bad. When you say you are bad, 3 fingers are showing to you, you are bad. So always introspect. Always think what you are. Apart from that, I was emphasizing on you be a giver. People respects person who is a philanthropist. There are so many billionaires. Why most of the people won't salute them? Because they know they're not benefited. They're not giving some benefit to the people. What's the point? So always have this thing in your mind. Always be a giver. Besides, you should have an attitude of gratitude. Because when you have gratitude, that gives you so much benefit. Because what we do, we don't have the gratitude. If someone helps us, we say, okay, they helped, so what? Don't do that. If someone gives you a glass of water, be thankful forever. That is gratitude. Students, teachers give lots of knowledge, oceans of knowledge. What they say? So what? I'm paying the fees. So don't do that. Teacher, she's taking her time. She's sweating out to give you best education. So respect her. Parents, sometimes they won't eat food and they will feed you. They'll give you the best. Even sometimes they don't have money to buy the shoe, but they will take care of you. They pay your fees, they pay your tuition fee, they take care of your shoes, they take care of your dress, they take care of your morning breakfast, because their sole intention is my children should be good. So respect parents. Don't just, for the sake of, my dad, mom, they are helping you. You should love them. You should do anything to them. Okay? This is about parents. Now, as far as school is concerned, please respect your school. Never ever compare. I'm studying in this school, you're studying in that school. No comparison. Because there is a famous adage, neighbor's grass always looks greener on the other side. Have that thing in your mind. Because most of the people, what they say, for example, I tell you, for example, I've been to New York. I'll say that I've seen New York, so I know what is in and out. People who haven't gone, they will say that, oh, I want to go there. Because they have not seen that side of the coin. So what I'm trying to tell you is, have that thing in your mind. Have the gratitude. Wherever you are, be thankful to Almighty. I said once again, have an attitude of gratitude. Embrace gratitude. Imbibe positive points in you. Always be thankful to God Almighty. Because when you're thankful, you'll get more blessings. This is the fund of that. Apart from that, what you have to do, I just want to tell you, this is for students. Because for students, I told you, take care of your parents, love your school, love your teachers, because never ever try to compare with your teachers to someone, with your cousins to someone, with your friends to someone. No comparison. Whoever, whatever, be thankful, be happy. Then your life will be beautiful. All right. Now, I want to tell you one thing about your importance of yourself. Because you usually what you do, you compare and say that they have that big car, I don't have that big car. No, don't do that. If in this world, if you want to live, I'm talking about this world and after this. For example, you're talking about this world. Here, how you should live. How you should live. You should look people who are having less worth, less wealth than you. Look into that. Then you realize what God Almighty has given to you. And as far as hereafter world is concerned, you've got to see your top people who has ocean of knowledge. You have to take from them. So many things are there. I'm telling you once again, please repeat that. Whatever I am talking, it's only for you. I want students to be the best. I want professionals to enhance their abilities. The capabilities what you possess, you've got to sharpen. You should be so strict disciplinarian in your life. Life is gorgeous. Only thing, you've got to go step by step. Don't just come to a conclusion that I can't do. Most of the individuals, I will talk about students, what they do, they have the attitude of giving up. For example, if you're not clearing an interview, you give up. You say that, no, I've not cleared my interview, so I think this is not my cup of tea. No. Take example of Thomas Alva Edison. 9,999 times he tried. And people ask me, people asked him, they said like, Mr. Edison, you tried so many times and you are failed. He said, look, I'm not failed, I've tried. So what I'm trying to tell you is, be optimistic. Don't be pessimistic. Okay? Because then at last 10,000 time he was successful. Then he said, this attempt I am successful. So these are so many important things. Hope you're understanding. Yeah, fine. Thank you for that. Now, apart from that, what I'm trying to tell you is, if you really want to do good in life, one thing you have to keep in your mind. Okay? This is for students. This is for so many professional individuals. What I'm trying to tell you is, be specific in your life. Apart from that, these are for professional students, who really want to do something, who have great goals. Be specific in your life, because when you're specific, you're going to be successful. Besides, you should have an action. Because see, if you're not having an action plan, what's the point? So action is quite important, and that too, action should be in right direction. That is key to success. Most of the individuals, they do a lot of actions, but what is the point if you're not taking action in the right direction? For example, if I want to go to airport, I've got a brand BMW car, and my brother is saying that, Faheem, please come to airport. I'm driving with a speed of 50 miles, and after 45 minutes, my brother called up and said, Faheem, where are you? I said, bro, I've started in BMW. I'm going with a speed of 50 miles per hour, but unfortunately, when I see, it's not Shamshabad, it's written, Banjara Hills. So what mistake I did here? Even though I was very obedient to my brother, when he said, please come, I was going. But the point, what I did was, my direction was not in the right direction. Instead of going to airport, I headed towards the Banjara Hills. So my road was different. So what I'm trying to tell you is, students have to have that thing in your mind. You should take actions, and that too in a right direction. When you take action in right direction, that is key to success. Hope you're understanding. Besides, time is quite valuable. Look, if a student, when I address thousands of students, when I ask them, they say, sir, I love my family, I love my dad, I love my mom, I love my relatives, I do everything for them. But I will do once I become an IAS officer, or once I become a cricket player, or once I do some business, or once I consolidate, or once I have a great amount. I tell them, don't go for that thing. Believe in the present. Because what we do, we don't have time management. We say that, no, this is 2023. You'll say in the year 2030, when I become an IAS officer, I will take my dad and mom into Mercedes. I will give them heaven of life. What is the point? Live in the moment. Believe now. That's the reason God Almighty has said present. Present is a gift. Most of us, what we do, we live in the past or we live in the future. I don't want that. I'm trying to tell you, you live in the present, because when your present is good, your past is good, your future is good. Keep this thing in your mind. A lot of individuals, what they do, they have a lot of great expectations. They say that I'm working hard, I want to do the best in my life. But what they do, they procrastinate. They say, I'll do after 1 year, after 2 years. No, right now, live in the moment. You, as far as your parents is concerned, tell them, Dad, I love you, Mom, I love you. What you want, I'm going to do you. They don't ask you to keep the mountain on your head and walk. They're just saying, study good, be a nice individual, be a respectful person, take care of your family, take care of our community, take care of our lovable India. That's all. What else they ask? Not more than that. So keep that thing in your mind. This is quite important. Live in the moment, not past, not future. Because your present should be great. If your present is great, automatically your past will be great, your future will be great. Because for example, now I'm talking to you, listen my speech. Now after 1 hour, if you get some good knowledge, you will appreciate, you will say, yes, Mr. Faheem Syed, we really love your YouTube channel. We've got immense knowledge from your channel. So we say big thank you. So your thank you is a blessing to me. So what I'm trying to tell you is, present is everything. Hope you're understanding. Now I was talking about specific action and time. This is quite important. All the young students, all the individuals, concentrate on that. This is very, very helpful. Apart from that, I want to tell you one thing. In this entire planet, why I'm talking all these things is because the travel length and breadth of the world, I know what is what. Because in this world, only 2 things are there. Results and excuses. That's all. If I want to give speech, I have given, that's all. I have not seen that I'm sweating, or I'm not seeing that someone is watching. I'm not bothered. I'm bothered that God Almighty is watching at me. I should do justice. And this speech should give benefit to so many people. This is what my idea. Hope you're understanding. So, results and excuses. When you ask young students or young professionals or young businessmen or young businesswomen or young sportswomen, what they say, sir, we are trying our best, sir, and because of some reasons we couldn't. No. You have seen there are stories. There were, young students who don't have food to eat for one time in one day, but they become IAS officer. There are girls who has lost their legs, but they become doctors because they've got a sheer determination. Their intention was quite clear. They want to be the best. They want to help the society. They want to help their family. They want to help the community. They want to help themselves. They were not saying that, oh God Almighty, we don't have leg, we don't have hand. No. They fought. They've come back. They are inspiration. There are so many cases. Hope you understand. Apart from that, I want to tell you. Now, you might be saying, sir, you have spoken about everything. I do love, I do appreciate, but I want to know how we can set up goals. I'll give you the best example. Look, for young students, how you can set up goals. For example, I'll give you best example. Look, imagine I've got a car, okay? I'm driving at the speed of 50 kilometers per hour. I've driven for 20 kilometers. After 20 kilometers, unfortunately, right side, there was an accident. I saw that, I stopped, I held the concerned person and got back to my car and started driving. Now, when I sat in my car, at that time, the speed was 50 kilometers. After I have gone through that incident, when I've come back and sat in my car, you think what will be my speed? Will it be 50 or reduced to 30? Exactly, it will be 30. Because you have seen the accident, you know, yes, unfortunately, if I drove with a speed of 50, there could be a chances I meet with an accident. So, this is one example, all right? So you will speed up 30 and you will start driving. Now, after 1 hour, honestly tell me, will be your speed same 30 or 50? Exactly, it will be 50 because you forgot now. You forgot the accident, you forgot the incident. Now again you started because you forgot. But now, if you have like these goals, you're not going to be successful. How you want to be? I'll tell you. Second, same, you've got a car, I've got a car, BMW, I'm driving with the speed of 50, after 20 kilometers, again this time right, when I saw it from the right window, unfortunately there was an accident. Now this time, what I did, I got on, I helped the concerned person, but this time what I did, I took a photograph of that incident and I kept in my car. Now you tell me what will be my speed until the final destination. Tell me. Exactly, it won't cross more than 25 until my destination, because now when I'm seeing the photo, the goal is quite ready. If I drive fast, something goes wrong. Similarly, for students, for any professionals who want to have a goal, write down your goal. That is the key to success. Write down your goals. Paste on wall, paste on your living room, paste on your bedroom, everywhere where your eyes can go. Then what happens? Every now and then you look into that, then it refreshes you. It gives you a new life. It gives you positive energy. Okay? Hope you understand. This is the best example I want to tell you. Have these all things. Hope you're getting me. Now, one more thing I want to tell you about students. Look, young students, what they do? They'll meet some person and they'll say that, okay, I'll do one thing. I'll take advice. And the advice, it won't be perfect. You tell me why? Because what happens is, I'll give you an example of advices. Why most of the individuals are not going in a right track. I'll tell you. Look, for example, you have a check example of Maruti car. I'm just giving, you have a car, a reasonable car, and you're driving with your friend. Now you drove for 20 kilometers. And after that, this is a average car. I mean reasonable car, okay? Now you're driving. After 20 kilometers, unfortunately there was a problem in your car. Now your friend is sitting next to you. Now what you will do? Will you ask your friend or not for advice? It's a fact, you will ask. Why? Because you know your friend will help you. Because it's a reasonable car, it's a normal car, you will ask your friend, hey bro, can you help me? Come on, because there is a problem in the car. Now imagine, same situation. Now this time you're driving a luxurious car. Now this time again you drove, after 20 kilometers, again unfortunately there was an accident. Accident in the sense, your car got problem, you have to fix that. Now this time you tell me very honestly, will you take advice from your friend or will you call the BMW officer or the concerned person to repair or fix your car? Tell me very honestly, what you will do? What you will do? Yes, you won't ask your friend because you know the value of BMW, because you know the value of this luxurious car. You will say that no, if I take advice from my friend because he doesn't know or she doesn't know. Whereas earlier case, you took advice because you know it's okay. That's what I'm saying. Fine, so I was talking about this, suggestions. Now, besides, if you really want to do good in life, have 3 points, have 3 qualities. This is very important. Nowadays, what we do, we concentrate on education. That means academic skills. Please do that. That is the important. Academic skills are very important to survive in this planet. Besides, with academic skills, you've got to have soft skills. Your soft skills are quite important because the way you carry forward matters the most. The way you present, the way you talk, the way you create an impact, that is quite important. So your soft skills matter the most. Soft skills, be a good communicator. Communicator doesn't mean only to speak. You've got to listen also. God Almighty has given you 2 ears. You've got to listen a lot. When you listen, you understand. When you understand, you learn a lot. When you learn, you can speak. These all things are interconnected. So communication is quite important. Apart from that, I want to tell you, this is the best skills which you have to know. That is middle skills. Middle skills are what? Look, if you become a professional, person, but if your middle skills are lacking, what is the point? Middle skills, we call it as akhlaq, tahzeeb. This is quite important. I'm talking about manners, etiquettes, how you behave. This is quite important. If someone comes to your house, how you behave. If you're sitting, across the table, how you talk, how you eat, how you respond to your relatives. When someone comes, how you stand, how you give them seat. These all things are quite important. These are etiquettes. These are mannerisms. These are utmost important. Because if you have professional skills, if you have academic skills, if you have soft skills, but if you're lacking middle skills, what is the point? So middle skills are so important in life. These are the skills which take you to reach the pinnacle of the glory. Keep this thing in your mind. Apart from that, look, for students, you have to improve your vocabulary. How will you improve your vocabulary? It's simple. Look, A to Z. What you've got to do, every day, learn 20 words from one letter. For example, you talk about A, awesome. Adequate, arrogant. Whatever you want. I'm just giving an example. You talk about B, benevolent, believable, best, something like that. Go for it. C, you talk about confidence, you talk about courage, you talk about commitment. So many things are there. What I'm trying to tell you is like D, you go for dedication, determination. So many good things are there. You talk about E, you be energetic, you have to have an enormous future. All these things are there. I'm just giving an example. If you want to improvise your vocabulary, what you've got to do, every day, one letter, 20 words. Imagine 26 into 20, 520 words you will learn. This is the arch, okay? I'm telling you, please do that. Have journals. For students, definitely what you're doing every day. Because look, you're going to school, you're going to college, you're going to university, or you're going to business, or you're going for any professional, field. You evaluate yourself. What you were yesterday and what you are today. How much you have improvised. These are very important things. Because usually what we do, we take things for granted. We say, chalta hai. No, don't do that. Today, what you have done, what you've learned, make a journal. These are so important things. You will learn so much. Mark my words. I'm trying to tell you these all things. This will be very helpful. Now, apart from that, I've spoken about vocabulary, I've spoken about goal setting, I have given example of, how you have to take care of your time management. I've spoken about results, excuses. I've talked about, specific goals, general goals. I was talking about gratitude. I've told you should be a giver. These are all things. Besides, education are of 4 types. What we do, we go for professional education. That means academic. Fair enough, that's good. Besides academic, you should have skilled education because you should know. See, nowadays, don't mistake me. There's so many graduates. They're just waiting for the jobs. Why? Because they've just done academic course, they have done their academic degree, they've got certificate, and they are saying that we are graduates. What for? You've got to improvise. Your skill should be there. There should be a skill-oriented thing, So improvise your skills. These are quite important. I was talking about future, future goals are important. Find out what you have to do. This for education is quite important. That means first academic education, what you have to study, then skill education. Besides to that, and the third one, which is very important education is, you take care. Could be anything. I'm talking about your, whichever, goal you have, you implement that. Go for it's a day-by-day activity. These all things are quite important. Apart from that, fourth is future education. That means, look, nowadays, earlier probably in the year 2000, we were talking about IT. Now 2023, 2020, coming this, what? Artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, robotics, you just name it, ChatGPT. People are just innovating something. They are into research, they are into technology, they are doing so much because future education is quite important. So as I told you, you've got to concentrate on your academic education, your skill education, your future education, and followed by your, spiritual education. This is quite important. Four has to be interrelated. It should be interconnected. If one you are missing, then no point. Okay, fine. These are quite important. Apart from that, the best thing what I want to tell you is, take examples, how you have to learn. See, for example, students, what they do, they go to school, 8 o'clock or 8:30, whatever, they come back by 4 o'clock. What for? Because they learn something, after 1-2 days they'll forget. I don't want that. I'll give an example, the best example which I really love. Take example of glass of water. You keep in the freezer for 1 hour, the water becomes ice. Yes or no? Now after 1 hour, you take out that ice, keep outside, and what happens? That ice becomes water. I don't want you to learn like that. I want you to learn, how you should learn your education is like a curd. Take the milk, convert it into curd, then do you think that curd can be converted back to milk? No. That's what I want. I want your education should be like that. You should do like that. All right? Hope this example will give you a meaning for that. All right? Now one more example I want to give you. Where usually students or professionals or different teachers or principal, whatever, how they deviate. Now for example, you need a blade for different reason, and you need an axe for different reason. You need a knife for a different reason. So don't club everything. You need knife to cut the vegetables. You need axe to cut the trees. You need blade to take care of your body parts. So what I'm trying to tell you is these things are so important. Hope you're understanding. Okay, so use accordingly. What's your attributes? What's your skills? Use accordingly. When you're going for interview, after interview, if you say, I know the answer I haven't given to interviewer, what's the point? So be on the track. That is quite important. Like for example, you've got a cricket match and you're the best batsman, and when your team needs 4 runs for one last ball, and if you're not hitting, and in your domestic cricket you are saying that I'm the best player, I hit every ball for 6 and 4, but when time comes on the ground and when match was going on, if you haven't play and win that game, then what's the point? So what I'm trying to tell you is your time is quite important. Okay, apart from that, I just want to tell you, besides this, you are so valuable. Imagine, you're not an ordinary person. For example, if I say that I want to give you 5 crores, will you give your hand to me or eye to me? Will you give? No, because it's quite invaluable. It is priceless. You give 10 crores also, you're not going to give that because you love the things. So what I'm trying to tell you is you are incomparable. You are unique. You are such a great person on this planet. So introspect yourself. What your good points are. Concentrate on that. Evaluate and do the best in life, because life is beautiful if you are. I'm telling you, these things helps you so much. Once again, I want to tell you, whatever the points I have told, you have to concentrate, because life is all about sacrificing. If you're not sacrificing, for example, if you want to become an IAS officer, you have to sacrifice your time. Time means you've got to invest, you've got to immerse in the studies. IAS, you just can't get like that because it's the best, the lovable post where everyone dreams. Lakhs of people sits, why only 900 plus becomes UPSC officers? Because such a great exam that is. Respect that exam. You have to understand, what I want to deliver to you is nothing comes free. Nothing is easy, nothing is hard. All these points, whichever I am trying to tell you, learn, because this will definitely help you a lot. All right? Apart from that, I want to tell you one thing, which is the important. Find out your strengths. Most of us, what we do, we never find out our strengths. Someone says that you're good in cricket, you go play cricket. Someone says that you're good in boxing, you go doing boxing. Don't do that. Find out your strengths, okay? And reduce your weakness. This is quite important. Life gives you so much, and find out your opportunities, because nowadays everything is available. If you're saying that I don't know this, then I don't believe, because probably 30 years back or 3-4 decades before, if you talk, I can believe. Probably 2 decades before, if you talk, maybe. But nowadays things are not like that. Everything is on fingertip. If you want anything, you can Google, you will get everything. So no excuses, only results. Hope you're understanding. These all things why I'm saying, because I know if you learn something from me, definitely you'll like it. You will appreciate me, you will bless me. I want to tell you one more thing, that is, goals are quite important. But for that, be clear. Have clarity in your goals. Because we don't have clarity. That's a problem. If you have clarity, you're clear in your goals, you will do wonders. I'm telling you. Mark my words, these are so important. Followed by this clarity, you should be discipline oriented. You should be a strict disciplinarian. You should be a martinet guy. You should forget everything. You should concentrate. Because I'll tell you one thing, this life is like that. Success has many uncles. Failure is an orphan child. When you're successful, everyone will respect you. When you're not successful, no one will say. Like example, if you talk about famous persons, I say, I know that person. The fact is that person never called me and offered me a cup of coffee. But I say I know that because I have seen he plays good or she plays good. But if our own cousin, our own brother, if he's or she's not doing good, you will say that by 5 fingers are not same. Because I told you, success has many uncles. Failure is an orphan child. These things are so important. Hope you're understanding. Fine? Keep this thing in your mind. And the best thing I want to tell you about your value of your commitment, value of your words. Because most of us, what we do, we never value our words. Whatever you want, you'll just tell someone. Your word can hurt someone. Your word can break someone. Your word can do injustice to someone's life. Like for example, you take example of, I really love this example, kill him, comma, not leave him. What does it mean? It means kill him, comma, not leave him. But if you change this little, so also I want to tell you, besides all these things, have 5 W's, always. Whatever you're doing in life, what for you're doing, why you're doing, when you should do, which is the right thing to do, okay, and where you have to do. All these things are quite important. This helps you a lot. Besides, whatever you do in life, be focused. Have focus. Otherwise, no point. Have focus. Have a passion-oriented person, All these things are so important. Everything is important, but one thing which I really want to tell is never ever give up. The small distractions will come you, but don't bother about that. Whatever happens, happens. It's okay. So what? So distraction should not deviate your goals. These are quite important things. Finally, what I want to tell you is, over and above, learn basic English. Basic grammar is so important. You talk about, simple things. You talk about, verb. These are quite important things. You call about adverb, noun, pronoun, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection. This help you a lot. Apart from that, go for articles, definite article, the, indefinite article, a, and. All these things are quite important. Followed by tenses. You have simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. You talk about past, simple past. Similarly, like past perfect continuous, past continuous, all these things are there. Similarly, it goes for future. Simple future, future perfect, future continuous, future perfect continuous. These 12 things are so important. I have one more thing I want to tell you. If you really want to learn something good, you talk about I, we, you, they. Always this, you should use have. You talk about he, she, it. Always go for has. These things are basic things. If you can learn, it will help you a lot. Go for, degrees of comparison. For example, big, bigger, biggest, like that. You're comparing. This will help you out. Apart from that, you go for this verb forms. For example, you talk about speak, spoke, spoken, speaking, like that. I'm just giving an example. Probably in next video I'll come up with in detail. But right now, to sum up these things, have this thing in your mind. Vocabulary. This is quite important. Every day I told you, learn vocabulary. Letter, like you talk about letter A, go for 20-25 words. Similarly, if you go like that, you will learn so much. Anyway, I didn't want to take much time, but I want to tell you, whatever the knowledge I have given, definitely it will help you out. I'm sure if you like it, love it, please do subscribe my channel, please share it, please. Why? Because by sharing, someone else will get the benefit. Hope. And apart from that, if you have any comments, any questions, please write on the comment. I'll come up because I'm talking about career guidance also in next video. We'll talk about, after 10th, what you have to do. After 12th, what you have to do. If you're good in science, how many options you've got. If you're good in, mathematics, what else you have an option. If you're good in commerce, if you're good in arts, we've got a system. I'll explain you in length. But at this point in time, whatever you want, just prepare yourself, because you are the judge of your life. You are the best book of yourself. Don't copy someone's life. Hope you understood. I want to tell you a big thank you. I want to thank each and everyone. I'm really want to tell you, I'm immensely glad, honored, because the love and affection what you're showing, the appreciation what has coming, it really boosts me, it really motivates me. That's the reason I'm coming up with these videos, and I'll make sure whoever needs whatever, because the amount of experience what I have, I want to give it to you. But this, I just want to say a big thank you. Thank you so much. Indeed, it's my privilege and honor to come upon this YouTube perfectly and talk to you. By this, I say big thank you. Please do like, subscribe, share, and make me famous. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi everyone, this is Faheem here. Look guys, this life is so beautiful. If you make it, you can reach wonders. You can do great in life. Only thing, please understand, you are unique in this world. No one compared you. Life is your own book. Don't try to copy someone else. Usually it so happens, someone of your friend become a doctor, and if he start earning, you feel, oh yeah, why I haven't become a doctor? But please understand, you've got to understand what's your passion, what's your purpose, what's your profit. Because one thing I want to tell you again and again, hard work never goes unrewarded. Please understand that. You've got to have that in mind. Most of us, what we think, arey yaar, it's okay, over by night you can't be. You've got to work hard. Your sincerity matters the most. You have to take your action, and that too in right direction. Because most of us, what we do, we don't know what's our vision. We just do. We say that we are doing actions, but what's the point if you don't have proper actions? These all things are so important in life. Because I travel across the globe, I know what is what. Honestly speaking, there was a time where I had lunch in London and dinner in New York. I'm talking truth. It's not that trying to show off, but I'm talking the truth. Life is so beautiful. You've got to travel, you've got to learn. When you meet people, you learn. Most of us, we have a barrier. What we think, our education. Okay, if I get 60, 70, 80%, that's enough. Please don't do that. If you get good education, trust me, you will get best of the best opportunities. Don't only think that, okay, after doing education, I want to be an employee. Don't think big, whatever. You can do wonders, you can study well, and you can be the best CEO, you can be the best entrepreneur. Understand, there are a lot of hopes, a lot of expectations are there, especially parents, When you become parents, you know the value of parents. Why I'm saying all those things, this is very important lecture, what I'm going to give you. Trust me, you've got to concentrate of your own. Introspect yourself, what you are good at. Do that, talk to your family. Usually what we do, we love someone, but we don't love our family. What is the point?
If you say that you are my brother and you're not taking care of your brother, then no point. First and foremost thing, take care of your family, because family comes first. What else if you have everything but you don't have family? So understand, you have to have all these values. This is so important in life. I'll tell you one thing, concentrate. First and foremost thing, have to have, your manners, you inculcate those etiquettes. That has to be embraced. You just can't say that, chalta hai attitude. Have to have, best of the best mannerism. You should entice all those positive things. Trust me, you will do wonders of life. Why I'm saying all those things? Since I've met a lot of students, it so happens when comes results, they are not happy because entire year they don't study, whatever. Why? Understand, what's your aim? You do that. For a student, study well, have good time. I'm not saying that just study. Have good time. Talk to your family, talk to your parents, talk to the best persons. Life gives you so much. Only thing you've got to take it in right way. By this, I just want to say good luck. I'll come up with the next video, but at this point in time, just have sincere, intention, sincere vision, sincere focus that you want to do something. Whatever field you are, you want to be a good educationist, be into good education. You want to be a good sports person, be into sports person. Whatever, it's not that something is good or something is bad. Everything is involvement, 100%. Whatever you do, if you're a good doctor, people love you. Please understand that. If you're an ordinary person, no one respects you. Whatever you're doing in your profession, you be 100%. Life is so important. Please understand, you're not only talking for yourself, you're talking for your family, talking for friends, talking for community, talking for state, talking for country, talking for continent. So you are not an ordinary person. Take care. I just want to say a big thank you. Probably I'll come up in next video, we'll do something great. Thank you so much, guys. Please do follow my Faheem Syed show. Thank you so much.
Hello friends, today I'm going to talk to you about be addicted to passion, not distraction. So the first point what I want to emphasize is, today I will be talking about first how you can overcome distraction. First and foremost thing, you've got to have a plan the night before. Okay, that is quite important because it reduces your distraction, because when you have a night plan, definitely you're ready for the next day. Second thing which is quite important is turn off all the distractions activities. It could be anything. It could be social media, it could be your phone, it could be anything which distracts you. Fine. Besides, be comfortable, because most of the times it so happens when you want to do something, you're not comfortable. It could be a chair, it could be a table, it could be your desktop, it could be anything. So be comfortable. Okay, that is quite important. All right. Practice, meditation. It can be anything. Every person has its own idea. You've got to do that. This is quite important. Besides, set smaller goals, because when you have smaller goals, it so happens it helps you a lot. Because most of the times, you talk about a child, you talk about you're a person, who is in school or college or pre-university. Always what they think is, they will have a big goals. So when you have a big goal, it so happens it distracts you. So have a small goals, like we call it as short-term, mid-term, long-term goals. So this is quite important. Hope you're understanding. Apart from that, honestly speaking, physical activity is quite important. That means you should have good proper sleep. This is very important. Besides, I want to tell you one thing. Mark my word, this is very important, because every now and then, when you achieve small success, when you do something good, reward yourself. Because these are the points, definitely it helps you. Because if you follow all these things, definitely there won't be any distractions. Trust me, why I'm talking all these things is because the experience what I've got, I want to give you, because distraction is, it's so much, because nowadays everyone want to do something great in life, but because of distractions, they're not doing. So for that, whatever points I have spoken, you've got to take care of that. Apart from that, take a walk, it's quite important, because it always helps you a lot. I want to tell you once again, I'm repeating these things, please mark my words. First point is, have a plan the night before, okay? And turn off all the distractions measures. Be comfortable yourself, practice meditation, set smaller goals. Sleep properly, reward yourself, and always appreciate that you are the best. Mark my words, if you follow these things, definitely there won't be distractions. Now to find out your passion, Because obviously when I'm talking about, you have to carry it out about distractions, then definitely your passion is quite important. Now, how to find out your passion, what you've got to do, because when you're passionate about your passion, then you're going to do wonders. Mark my words, what you've got to do, first and foremost thing, brainstorm the activities you love. I'm talking about passion. Now these things are quite interrelated, because when you overcome distraction, definitely you've got to have the passion. Definitely you've got to brainstorm the activities what you love. Fine. Apart from that, write down the values that are important to you, because one thing I want to tell you, if you have a passion and that passion is not supporting your values, what is the point? Those things are quite mandatory. Those things are so important, because your values should be reconnected to your passion. That definitely will do wonders in life. Okay. And one thing I want to tell you, see, when you're choosing your passion, consider your talents, because you know better than someone else. For example, if you are a good cricket player, how I know? Because your passion, you have to consider your talents. This is quite important. Whatever, I'm just giving an example of cricket. It could be sports activity, it could be anything, it could be art, it could be culture, it could be, anything on the planet, whatever you love. First of all, consider your talents. That is quite important. Okay. Besides, narrow down your interest, because sometimes it so happens, because you don't know. Sometimes you might be thinking, Mr. Faheem said, you're talking that how should I know what is passion? What I am good at, how I know? Because I'm a kid, I have not seen that much world. Definitely you travel all over the world. That's the reason you're talking about passion. But as far as for me passion is concerned, I'm not aware what is passion all about. For that, what you've got to do is narrow down your interest. See, I'll give you one good example. For example, you're going to a big party. Okay, now they have four sets of best of the best desserts. Definitely you don't know which is best. So what you do, you taste all four desserts. You eat one, you eat two, you eat three, you eat four. Now, whichever you like the most, you eat more. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You narrowed down your interest, you narrowed down your passion, what is good at, check it out. Whether you're good in maths, whether you're good in science, whether you're good in English, whether you're good in some languages, whether you're good in some sports, whether you're good in business, or whether you're good in, it's up to you. I'm just giving an example. So you check it out, you do all the things and select one and then compromise, do best in that. That is prerequisite, okay? And when you're a child, definitely, you've got to rekindle all your childhood memories. Because what happens, sometimes, you go back, get back to your childhood days. You just check it out, what you're good at. When you are, for example, when you're giving speeches, how much you're into love. It so happens, because passion is all about how much you love the subject. For example, I love speaking. Now, for example, if someone says that, Mr. Faheem, please stand and give speeches for 1 hour, 2 or 3 or 4 hours, I love to do. That's my passion. That's what, when you are, how you can find out your passion? When you do anything which is related to passion, it doesn't hurt you, it doesn't bother you, it never gives you a feeling that you're hungry, you're thirsty, or you're bored, you're tired. Never ever happens, because that is what the beauty of passion. So you have to introspect, you've got to find out what you're good at. All these things, whatever I am telling you, please remember that. Trust me, if you follow all these things, definitely you can do wonders, and you will check it out what you're good at, and you can consolidate to that. Once you realize what your passion is, then please listen, these 3 words, these are quite important. Now you're very clear in your goals, clarity is there, followed by discipline, and conclusion by consistency. If you follow all these things, mark my words, you will do wonders. Now, the essence of this video is, first half I have spoken about, distraction, how you can overcome distraction. And the second part, I was emphasizing about passion, how you can cultivate, how you can find out about your passion. All those things which I'm talking, mark my words, if you can follow, definitely you'll do wonders. Trust me guys, this life is beautiful, enjoy life. Most of the students, most of the youngsters, always they think about past, they think about future, never ever love your present. That's the reason, what is the synonym of present? Present is a gift. That means God Almighty has already told that it's a gift. So utilize it to the core. I'm telling you, life is beautiful if you are beautiful. Never ever do blame game. Never ever compare anyone. Be thankful to Almighty. Be thankful to your parents. Be thankful to the person who has helped you in your life. It could be anything. For that, I have a famous thing, always have an attitude of gratitude. Mark my words, people who are conquering this world, they always have ocean of gratitude, because whoever does anything, they always support to that. By this, I just want to say a big thank you to my lovable YouTube, subscribers, YouTube viewers, YouTube lovers all over, and special thank you to my respected friends, my family members, my all supporters, background people who are really helping me out to do wonders in life. I am really honored and privileged to have this wonderful team who is supporting me. But this, I just want to say a big thank you. I would love to tell you one thing: if you're really enjoying my videos, please do comment. Let me know what you're good into, what you exactly want, because I just want to tell you the background of mine, honestly speaking. Hi everyone, today I'm quite privileged and honored because a lot of YouTube subscribers, in fact a lot of friends, they appreciated my video. I'm quite thankful for that. Today I want to tell you the importance of personality development, how you can boost your personality. I just want to tell you there are a lot of things to be discussed. Today I will start with the SWOT analysis. First and foremost thing, if you really want to improve your personality, improvise yourself, emphasize yourself, introspect yourself, with SWOT analysis. What is that? SWOT, that is SWOT analysis. That means when you're talking about your personality, you should know what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, okay, and what opportunities you're going to get. Apart from that, this world is all about threats, because what happens when you're doing something good, definitely you expect a lot of threats. And it's not about your business, it's not only about education, it's not about professional life, it could be anything. So you've got to understand that you have to find out about your strengths, you've got to reduce your weakness, and you have to find out opportunities, because opportunities are everywhere, because this world is full of information, this world is full of awareness, all these things you've got to keep in your mind. Fine, this will be very helpful. Besides, I want to tell you students, please understand, when you want to excel in your life, you've got to have your goals. What are your goals? There are a lot of individuals, you talk about sports personalities, you talk about professionals, you talk about a businessman, you talk about a businesswoman, you talk about any field on this planet, you have to be very specific in your field, because you've got to narrow down, you've got to, find out what your strengths. Because here what happens is, when you know your strengths, you will be very specific. You will corner down your assets, you will corner down your positive points, and you will go ahead. So have this thing in your mind. Always you should be very specific in your goals. Don't have a general goal. So these things are quite important. Specific, don't be general. Alright? Now first thing I was talking about SWOT analysis. Second thing I was emphasizing on specific and general, And now we talk about your goals. Now what are your goals? Goals are quite important, because look, you want to do something in life, but if you have a specific goal, then you're going to be successful. Apart from that, if I have a goal, if I'm not doing actions, do you think I'm going to be successful? Absolutely not. Mark my words, what you've got to do is, you've got to be very action oriented. Whatever your goals are there, you should be taking actions for that. Alright? Besides, the important factor is time. Time is essence. Because if you say that I want to become IAS officer in the age of 40, what's the point? You've got to have your time limit. You've got to know when to become an IAS officer, when to write UPSC exam. It's not only about UPSC exams. I'm just giving an example. For example, if you want to become a doctor, so you should know what to do, when to write your NEET exam, when to write your central exams. All these things are quite mandatory. Or you talk about engineering, you talk about pilots, you talk about chartered accountant, you talk about lawyer, you talk about businessman, you talk about sportsman, you talk about any field on this planet. You should have timetable for that. So be specific, have action plan, and definitely time plays a crucial role. This is one thing which I want to talk to students. Apart from that, one thing you understand, in this world, if you want to be successful, have information followed by awareness. Because when you have information, then only you're going to know what's going to happen. And awareness is the key. Alright, this is the thing. I'm giving you this step by step because I want you to learn maximum things. Alright, I was talking about SWOT, I was talking about specific and general, I was emphasizing about the specific and action and time. Also, the important thing is, this world is all about results and excuses.
If you want to do something good in life, it's all about your results, all right? You can't say that, no, because of that reason I have not done. No, only two things, results and excuses. All right, this is also a very valid point. I want to give you maximum to my, entire, people, because one thing what I believe is you should be a giver. Life is all about giving. You just can't say that everything I want to come, I want to take. No, you've got to be a giver. It could be, students, if you're listening, professionals, if you're listening, don't think that, for example, if you talk about students should not think that we are students, what we can give. You can give a good smile to your parents. You can study the best and your parents will be happy for you. For example, the hard work what your parents are doing, they're giving you fees, they're giving you tuition fees, they're doing so much efforts. In fact, sometimes they don't eat food and they feed to their children because they believe that my kids should be the perfect on this planet. So have the respect, have the gratitude to your parents. Whatever fees they are paying, I'm just giving you a raw example about the fees. It could be anything, you've got to do value for that money, you should love your parents, you should always make your parents smile, because most of the students, what they think is that today I'm studying in 5th class or 4th class or UKG. If once I become a big, or once I do, come to that stage, I will help my family. No, help right now, believe in the moment, believe in the present. Never ever think that after I become IAS, I will help my dad. No, right now you've got to help. Because one thing you understand in life, always believe in present. Don't think about the past, don't think about the future. Life is beautiful if you are beautiful. Never ever have blame game. Never ever say that we don't have this, we don't have that. Have one thing in life, whatever God Almighty has given you, be thankful, because life is beautiful when you are having an attitude of gratitude. All these things which I am trying to tell you, learn this, understand this, observe this, embrace this, imbibe in your day-to-day life. Definitely I am going to tell you, you will be successful. Also, what I want to tell you is, you have to have few points which are very, very crucial. What are those points? I'll just tell you. In life, if you want to be successful, have this thing in your mind. I'm giving you all these things. This video, I'm telling you, mark my words, that the knowledge what I've got, the experience what I've got, I'm giving it to you because I want you to be the best. Because yes, I have a huge respect for all the YouTube viewers. I mean, it could be anything. It could be my friend, it could be my family, it could be my far relatives, it could be my far distance friends. My only intention is, I am giving you this because my noble idea, I want to give you something which should be very valuable for you. Because I always believe one thing, there is a book called Die Empty. When you die, from this plan, you have to give something to. You can't say that, I have so much in my heart and I have not given. What is the point? Last, I will give an example. There was a big personality on the planet. Once, before dying, he said one thing. I want to tell you 3 things, keep in your mind. When I die, all the money which I have, just spread it across the road, and get me best of the best doctors who can carry my coffin, and third thing, he said that have my hand open. So all the people ask him, why you're talking like this? You're such a great billionaire and you are giving these 3 suggestions. Why? He said this, in this planet, when your time has come, when you have to leave this world, best of the best doctors on the planet can't save you. That is the reason he told everyone to tell all the doctors to come. Second thing what he said is, spread all the money across the road. Then people ask, why you are doing that? I want to show to the world, you can't take anything when you go to this, when you are departing from this world. And third thing, he said that open your hands, because when you have come on this planet, you have just empty-handed. When you're going from this planet, you go empty-handed. So what I want to tell you is, there is a famous book called Die Empty. In that, they emphasize about this aspect. I want you to understand, the reason I'm giving all these things is, I want you to learn maximum. Apart from that, I tell you one thing, this life gives you what you sow, so you reap. You do good in life, definitely it will come back best to you. Hope you're understanding my point. Also, I want to tell you, please have an attitude of gratitude, have a lot of manners, have a lot of etiquettes, I'm telling you, when you have good manners, people love you, people give you blessings. What, imagine if you are a billionaire and if you're not behaving properly, what is the point? Always have this thing in your mind. Or, I'll give you one example. I really love this example. When you're learning something, learn like a curd. You might be saying, what you're talking, curd? I'll give an example. For example, you take a glass of water, keep it in the fridge for 1 hour. After 1 hour, it becomes ice. You take out that ice and keep outside. After 1 hour, this ice melts and becomes the water. I don't want you to listen, listen this my YouTube video and says, oh, we listen from this Faheem Syed, again we forgot. No, I don't want. Whatever I'm giving you this knowledge, you should learn like a curd. What is that? I'll give an example. For example, you get the milk, convert into curd. Do you think that curd can be converted back to milk? Not possible. That's what I'm saying. You should learn like that. Okay, God Almighty has given you 2 beautiful ears. Listen maximum. Most of the people, what they do, always they try to speak. I am saying that speak. I am not saying that don't speak. But when you're listening, listen by heart, because that's the reason God Almighty has given you 2 ears. Listen. You should listen more. This is quite important, because so many things are there about your tongue. When you talk with a very respected way, because you never know when you say something. One wrong word can destroy someone's life. One wrong word can hurt someone. One wrong word can take someone's life. Like example, I'll give you, and my famous phrase is that. I'll give an example so that you will understand the importance of tongue. Kill him, comma, not leave him. What does it mean? It means that you're saying that kill him, comma, not leave him. That means maar do, mat chodo. But if I say kill him not, comma, leave him, that means don't kill him not, comma, leave him. That means leave him. What I'm trying to tell you is this example. Understand what is the importance of your tongue. When I say kill him not, comma, leave him, the meaning has changed. And when I'm saying kill him, comma, not leave him, the entire meaning got changed. The sentence is same, but the comma, I just changed from comma one place to another place. What I'm trying to tell you, this is the power of your tongue. So have respect. Whoever, whatever, never ever have blame game. Never ever say that my dad has not given me BMW, my friend's dad has given me BMW. Never ever compare that. Always have one thing. God Almighty has made you unique. So be unique, be thankful, and love your parents, love your family, because family comes first. Most of the people, they get everything, but they don't have family. What's the point? Okay, I just want to wind up by saying last thing in this video, that is, have goals in your life. Have a specific goal, whatever you want, if possible, write on piece of paper and attach on the wall, or in the bedroom, or in your living room, or anywhere, whatever you want to become, because this is a great habit. And trust me, when you write something, and when it is noticeable, when it's watchable, you will become like that. Apart from that, I just want to tell you, have a family goal, have professional goals, have personal goal, have a spiritual goal. This is very important. Besides, one thing I want to tell you, have a philanthropist goal, have a society goal. Because if your neighbor neighbor has not eaten food and you're eating best of the best biryani, what is the point? Have one thing in your mind, you've got to take care of your neighbors. This is quite important. Last thing I want to tell you is, this world is beautiful, let you live nice. But this is want to take big thank you, and I just want to tell you, if you really love this video, please do love it, please do like it, subscribe it, share it, and make me famous. Thank you so much.